Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Gallagher and I've written a book. I never thought I was going to write a book. It's about baseball and the title of the book is called Teach Your Kid to Hit So They Don't Quit. And this is the instructional video that accompanies the book. It's an 8-step process that's designed to teach you, the parent who's watching this, how to teach your kid how to make contact with the baseball. We're not here to teach the child right now. We're here to show you a process that you can learn and understand and take back to your child and teach to him so he'll learn and understand. Okay? And I don't care if you're a mom or a dad, or you're going to teach a boy or a girl. I don't care if you're going to play softball or baseball. It's all the same. It's about a bat. It's about a ball. It's about bringing them together, making contact. Because if you start to teach your children to play baseball and they're swinging and missing, they're not going to have fun and they're going to leave. They're going to quit the game. Let's face it, hitting baseball is hard. And most parents don't know how to teach their children to hit. Sure, we take them out to the ballpark, we throw batting practice to them, we give of our time, but throwing batting practice is not teaching them to hit. It's throwing the ball and hoping they hit it, okay? And when they have troubles or struggles, we give them some vague advice about standing away from the plate, don't swing so hard, swing harder, keep your chin up. It doesn't make sense to them. They don't understand it. And if they have those types of experiences on a Saturday and a Sunday afternoon 2 or 3 times, they're gonna get irritated, they're not gonna have fun. They're going to sense the frustration in your voice, your disappointment. They're not going to want to play ball, okay? If they do get to the point where they get to Little League, maybe they're doing pretty good with you, but now the game speeds up and they're swinging and missing. Now they're swinging and missing at home plate with strangers watching them. And not only that, mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, maybe the girl they like or the boy they like, right? Maybe their buddies over there. They're not going to stick around and do that very long. It's embarrassing. They're going to quit. I would quit too. So we got to teach our kids to hit before they quit. They may go to another sport, and there's sports out there you can run around for 2 hours and blend in, and no one knows if you did good or bad, but not in baseball. In baseball, we're going to give your child a bat 4 times a game and tell him to stand here. And everybody's going to be watching because there's nothing else going on. He's in the spotlight, and he's either going to hit the ball or miss it. He's going to succeed or fail. And if he's not doing well, he's not sticking around, he's going to quit, okay? And we can't blame him. So we have to teach our kids to hit before they quit. So I've developed an 8-step process in this video that I'm going to show you, which is based on contact hitting. It's based on something called top hand hitting. And the whole purpose of top hand hitting is to use the top hand to direct the bat, to get the barrel of the bat on the same plane of the ball that's coming in as quickly as we can, as long as we can, to create multiple points of contact to hit the ball. In Little League, the balls come in on a straight line. We're throwing fastballs. We're not doing curveballs yet. So they're coming in on a straight line, whether it's here or here. Our objective is to get this top hand to direct this part of the bat onto that same level plane of the ball so we can make multiple points of contact, improve the chances for your child to hit the ball and have fun. That's in contrast to what's being taught today by a lot of people because it's on TV. The launch angle, okay, the launch angle does just the opposite. It takes the top hand and brings it down to become the bottom hand. The barrel goes with it. Wherever the top hand goes, the barrel goes. It goes down here, the ball's up here, the barrel's down there. It's got to frantically get back up to the plane where the ball is coming in on, and if it gets there, it's called a launch angle because it's coming up. If it hits it, it's going to go high and far, but the chances of swinging and missing are greater. Because why? Because it's coming in on one plane, you're coming up on another. There's only one intersection point, right? And you have to have perfect timing to make it there. What we're teaching is multiple contact points along the way. Okay, so that's the point that we have here. We want to teach your kid to hit before they quit. And what I want for your child, and the reason I wrote the book, and the reason I'm doing this is the same reason that you have what you want for your child. You want your child to make contact with the ball and have fun. You want them to run down to first base, go to second, slide in, get dirty. Come in, high-five their friends in the dugout, have a smile on their face. Go to school tomorrow, talk with the kids at the lunch counter. What about that game? What about this? Talk about it. You're part of the crew, you're part of the herd. You're in the game, you know what I mean? It's going to keep them to wanting to come back and play baseball. And it's going to allow you an opportunity to have a bonding experience with your kid for years. Okay? They're going to learn valuable lessons out here. But it all starts when they make contact. Because they swing and miss, and swing and miss, and swing and miss, they're leaving the game. You'll never know if they could have been good or not. Okay? So we have a responsibility. And our responsibility is to teach our kids to hit before they quit. All right, let's go to step 1. Hi everybody and welcome to step 1. Step 1 is called chopping a tree. It's the first step in the process to establish this top hand contact with the baseball. Okay? Now before we do anything on this step or any other step, I want you to tell your child what we're going to do and tell him why. It can't be a mystery to him. All right? And what we're going to do is we're going to ask him to take either a stick, if you have a stick at home, or if you want to take a bat, and saw it down to the handle, which is what I'm going to do. You can use the bat handle for this. And we're going to ask him to do three things. We're going to ask him to chop an imaginary tree, okay, which is in front of him. We're going to ask him to concentrate on the top hand to chop the tree, because that's how you chop a tree. You don't chop it here, you don't chop it here, you chop it with the top hand. Number two, we're going to ask him to come down on an angle to cut that tree, because we want the tree to fall that way, so you need to cut like that, right? And then when he's done chopping that tree, we want him to use the top hand, chop down, and be looking at the tree when he's done. That's all we want him to do, okay? We're going to have fun with this. You can hold a rope there if you want. You can hold a blanket or something that's not going to get damaged, or nothing, all right? Nothing about baseball here, but you and I know what we're doing is establishing that top hand right now in step one. That's going to get us to a level swing later on, okay? So you give him the bat handle, and you tell him to take the bat handle and say, no stance, there's no baseball here, nothing. Just take him, we're going to chop that imaginary tree. Tell him to use the top hand, okay, because that's what chops the tree. This does not chop a tree, okay? You want him to swing down because you want the tree to fall, and you want him to watch that tree when he's done. That's it, okay? So we stay here, top hand, top hand, top hand, chop down, and stay right here when you're done. Have him do that 5 or 6 times, and tell him to stop. So you're really concentrating on that top hand, not just physically, but in here, you're telling yourself, top hand, that top hand. Talk to yourself in here, take that top hand, and chop the tree down. And look, and chop the tree down, and look, okay? Do that another 3 or 4 times, and that's all. Okay, have some fun with it. That's step one. I'll see you on step 2. Hi everybody, and welcome to step 2. What we're going to do in step 2 is we're going to introduce the batting stance into chopping the tree. So we're going to begin to integrate baseball into the initial step 1. Okay, before we do anything, we're going to tell the child what we're doing and why. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to chop the same tree with the same method, but we're going to use a batting stance to do it and integrate batting into it. Okay, so tell him that that's what we're doing. All right, and then we're going to position him here. We're going to give him the bat handle, and the batting stance is going to look like this. We want our feet comfortably apart, no big deal. Maybe a little bounce, get comfortable. Maybe not, easy does it. We're going to put the bat back here. We want our chin and touch and shoulder to touch, okay? That's when you know your hands are in the right spot. Your hands will be about nose level. Just going to happen that way, okay? You're going to have your hands back, and you're going to start thinking top hand. You got to chop that tree. And just before you chop that tree, I want you to do one thing, and this is very important. Tell your child. Just before you chop the tree, is cock the elbow just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. It activates the top hand even more to be the hand that's going to control that swing and that chop, okay? So chin, shoulder, hands back, cock, step, and chop the tree, all right? So the stance, top hand, chop down, watch the tree. Same thing as step 1. We just introduced the stance and the cock there. The cock is simply to get the hand even more integrated to chop down, okay? Because you can't chop from here. You want to chop from here, okay? Have them do that 3 or 4 or 5 times. After each chop, stop, reset, get the position, get the stance, shoulder, chin, top hand, okay? Think top hand, top hand, top hand. Cock, chop that tree, look, okay? Do it 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Stop after each one and reset to get the stance properly. That's step 2. Thank you. Okay, welcome back everybody to step 3. Okay, we're going to build on the first 2 steps here. What we're going to do, we're going to do a soft toss from my friend Chad here to me. I'm going to be the child, right? That's going to be the parent. And we're going to do the same things we've been doing, the same stance we just learned, the same cock of the elbow, the same chop down of the tree, the same watching, except we're going to have a ball introduced to the equation. Chad's going to toss the ball, and we're going to have your child swing at the ball, okay? He's not going to hit it, tell him, because the bat's this big, all right? We're expecting to miss it. But the point is, we're going to get in the same stance, we're going to cock, and when he tosses the ball, not yet, Chad, when he tosses the ball, we're going to chop down at the ball, and we're going to use the top hand, and when we're done, we're going to look right where the ball would have been hit, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to miss the ball. And tell your child the next few steps that we're going to start hitting the ball. It's going to get more like baseball, but we got to get this down, all right? So that's what we're going to do. So put your child in a position. I'll nod to you when I'm ready, okay? Get in a position, nice and comfortable. Get the bat here, the bat handle here, okay? Bring it back, shoulder, touch the chin, put your hands up here, all right? Get ready, think top hand. Now you're chopping the tree still, and cock the elbow, and then Chad's going to toss the ball. And you're going to swing at the ball like that. And I'm going to do it again. Reset, back, cock, and swing at the ball, okay? reset, cock, swing at the ball, and you're looking right here, okay? That's where you want to be. One more, throw a little bit further out, Chad. Gonna reset, stance, chin, shoulder, top hand, cock, think top hand, swing, and look where the ball would be when you're done, okay? Now, if your child's having a little bit of trouble with that and he's looking away, what you can use is colored balls, red ball, a blue ball. You can use tennis balls or wiffle ball. He's not hitting it, right? So after he's done swinging, you can say, what color was that ball? If he's pulling off it, you might not know. It's gonna make him concentrate to see, that was blue, Dad, that was red, Mom, whatever, all right? So you can try that, okay? And that's step 3. Okay, we're on step 4 now, everybody. So step 4 is we're going to introduce a bat, a real bat, into the equation. The handle's gone, right? We're getting closer to the real thing. So we're going to introduce a bat, and what I want you to do is tell your child what we're about to do, and tell them why. And what we're about to do is we're about to introduce a bat. We're going to use a bat to do the same thing we've been doing. This is repetition, repetition, repetition. We're going to use the bat to get in the same stance. We're going to chop the tree using the bat the same way we did with the bat handle, okay? What's key is when we step in here, we're going to make sure the child has the lightest bat he can find, okay? The lightest bat, so he has control of the bat. That's number 1. Number 2, we're going to take the bat, and to have more control, we're going to choke up. We move the hands up about an inch or 2. That's called choking up, all right? And then from there, we're going to go right back to what we were doing. We're going to get into our stance, okay? We're going to position the bat, shoulder, chin, bat's back here, okay? You're going to be thinking top hand, top hand, top hand dominance. We're trying to establish this to this, okay? So top hand, okay? You're going to cock the elbow, and you're going to chop the tree like we've been doing, nothing different. We're going to swing down with the top hand, we're going to hit the tree, and we're going to watch the tree when we're done, okay? So it's here, top hand, cock, chop the tree, boom, watch here, okay? You're going to do that 5 to 7 times. Each time you're going to stop, you're going to reset, there's no rush here, all right? You're going to get in position, going to choke up, in position here, chin, shoulder, hands back, top hand, top hand, top hand, cock, chop that tree, step, chop, watch, okay? Do it 5 to 7 times, resetting after each one, and that's step 4. Okay, we want to step 5, everybody. In step 5, we're going to introduce a batting tee to the equation, but no ball. Once again, tell your child the next 3 steps, there will be balls involved. We will be hitting them, okay? We're going to introduce a batting tee without a ball. Before we start, we tell the child what we're doing, and we tell them why. Remember, what we're trying to establish is top hand dominance, contact hitting, top hand hitting, to get the barrel of the bat on the same plane of the ball as early as we can and as often as we can to make contact with the ball coming in on the same plane. That's what we started with, and that's what we're building towards. Now, up till now, the swing's been down, but as we introduce the bat and the drills, you're going to see it start to level off. I promise you. By step 8, you'll have a level swing. Okay? So tell them what we're going to do. We're going to put a batting tee here. We're going to position his stance properly. We're going to get in the same position we are. We're going to, from here, we're going to swing, and we want him to swing and swing at the top of the tee. Okay? Swinging down, chopping at the tree. In this case, we're chopping at a tee. All right? Everything's the same. Repetition. That's the only thing that's different. Okay? So we're going to do this. We're going to put the tee about 45-degree angle, a little bit out ahead of him. We're going to get our position, nice and loose, a little bounce maybe. We're going to get the bat, the lightest bat we can find. We're going to choke up. We're going to get in position, chin, shoulder, hands back. Okay, we're going to think top hand. We're chopping a tree. Chop a tree with the top hand. We're going to keep our hands back. We're going to think top hand. We're going to cock, and we're going to hit the top of that tee by chopping down. Okay, and when we're done, we're going to be looking right there. Okay, so cock, swing, boom. All right, and don't worry if you knock it over, pick it up. It's no big deal. All right, that's what we're going to do. Once again, reset, position, hands back, shoulder, chin, hands back, choke up, top hand, top hand, top hand. We're going to chop a tree, cock, look at your spot, swing and look there when you're done. Swing, boom, right over the top. Again, top hand, boom, right over the top. That's what we want to do. Okay, and that's step 5. Okay, here we are at step 6. In step 6, what we're going to do is introduce a ball onto the tee, and we're going to hit the ball into the cage, okay? So once again, tell your child what we're going to do. Tell them why. It's not a mystery. We're going to do the same things we've been doing all along, except now we're going to hit the ball. So we're going to place a ball on the tee, and we're going to hit it into the backstop. So we don't have to chase all the balls, okay? So we're going to do the exact same things we've been doing. We're going to get in position, we're going to stance, we're going to do all that, and we're going to swing and hit that ball into the cage. Now I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Everything we've been teaching up to now is going to go out the window because there's a ball involved. When your kid hits it, he's going to want to see where it goes. Tell him, Joey, Lisa, we're hitting into a fence here. It's not going anywhere. It's going to hit the fence and drop down, all right? I want you watching here when you're done. Now, when you don't have to look here forever, okay? When I'm going to, without hitting the ball, you swing, you look, and then you can look up. But if you look up when you swing, everything comes up. So you want to swing, boom, and then look. So it's a split second. So we're going to do the exact same thing we've been doing. We're going to get into our position here, okay? Stance, comfortable. We're going to get the lightest bat. We're going to choke up. We're going to get in a position, chin, shoulder, hands back. We're thinking top hand, top hand, top hand. We're going to cock the elbow. We're going to swing, and we're going to be finished watching right there, okay? Cock, swing, all right? And you watch right here when you're done. And then you replace the ball, you do it again, all right? After each one, you reset. We're not in a rush here. Tell them 6, 7, and 8 that we're doing now. This is what the major leaguers do before every game. As a matter of fact, these 8 steps when you're teaching your child, once they get this concept down in their head, top hand hitting, you can throw the first 5 out the window. You don't have to do this every time, but you're going to do 6, 7, and 8. Once you know you're chopping the tree, you're using your top hand, you're getting the bat on the same plane as the ball. These are the ones the major leaguers do before every game. Tell your child that, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to, once again, get in position, comfortable, get the bat up, lightest bat we can find, choke up, same stuff. Choke up, chin, shoulder, get the bat up here, okay? Cock, watch the ball, swing and hit it, all right? And you're watching here when you're done, okay? Do that 5, 7 times. We're going to do it one more time. Reset after each time. Get your stance down. The stance is the most important part, all right? Loose, bat, choke up, chin, shoulder, back, top hand, top hand, top hand, cock, hit the ball, all right? And you're watching here when you're done. That's step 6. Okay, we're on to step 7, we're almost there. This step is going to be soft toss, okay? My friend Chad is going to toss the ball to me. I'm going to hit them into the backstop. That's what we're going to tell your child, okay? So before we start, tell your child what we're going to do and tell them why. Okay, we're going to soft toss to the child. He's going to do everything the same we've been doing, repetition, repetition, repetition. He's going to swing and chop that ball just as we've been doing, and he's going to look here when he hits the ball. Once again, there's a ball involved. They're going to want to look up and going to want to see where it's going. It's not going anywhere. We're hitting into the cage. Next step, we're going to hit out here, okay? So tell them to keep their focus on the contact point of the bat and the ball. It's very important. You know what we're doing here, right? We're establishing that top hand hitting, barrel of the bat on the same plane of the ball for as long as we can and always we can to get different contact points. That's what we're arriving at. And you may notice that my swing has gotten much more level. We started out doing this, right? Now when Chad throws me the ball, I'm swinging like that. But the top hand's controlling it, all right? That's where we're heading. So, we're gonna get the kid, your child in the right position, comfortable, little bounce, you got the light bat, you're choking up, we're gonna get into a stance, hands back, chin, shoulder. We're gonna think top hand, we're chopping a tree. We're in position, we're gonna cock, and then when your child's ready, you tell him to nod to you, and you toss the ball, and he's gonna hit right in there, and watch here. Same stuff. Ready? Here we are, top hand, cock, okay? Beautiful. Pretty level swing, I bet. I didn't see it, but I could feel it. Do it again, reset. Chin, shoulder, hands back, top hand, cock, go ahead, boom. Look where I'm looking. I think that was a line drive. I know it was. So that's how we do it, okay? One more time. Reset. Light bat, choke up. Shoulder, chin, hands back. Top hand, man, thinking. Cock it, okay? We'll toss it, and boom. Look where I'm looking. That's what you gotta tell your child to do. It's nothing new. We've done 7 steps now doing the same stuff. All right, now we're gonna hit batting practice, all right? All right, and that's step 7. Let's move on to step 8. Okay, we made it to step 8. This is the culmination of all the steps that we've been talking about. And now we're gonna actually take batting practice with your child and have them hit the ball, okay? So tell your child what we're gonna do and tell them why. And tell them what we're gonna do is exactly the same thing we've been doing for the first 7 steps, except we're gonna be pitching the ball from the field and we're gonna be hitting the ball out to the field. And keep in mind, they're going to want to see where that ball goes. So remind them to finish their swing, looking here and then look up. Okay, it's a split second, but it's very important. So tell your child that's what we're going to do, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to get them in position, light bat, choke up, position, stance, top hand, cock, and when he throws the ball, you're going to hit it and look at it right here and then look up. You're going to try to hit the ball right back up the middle. That's what you're going to do, and that's what you tell them, okay? So what you're going to do, because in this case, that would be you, and that would be your child, right? You're going to go out to the field, so you can broaden out. Go out to the field, okay, to pitch batting practice. Don't go to the mound. We're not going to the mound yet. We're going about halfway out to the mound. All right, we want to establish some solid contact with your child. We want them to have confidence, okay? We want them to make some hard shots and build this confidence. And I'm going to suggest very strongly that the first 2 or 3 you do underhand, all right? Just like we did with the soft toss, but it's a little bit further distance now, all right? Get them to hit the ball, get her to hit the ball, solid contact, feel good about it, have them think the process works, and then you can begin to take the ball and throw it overhand. You want it to come in on a straight line as best you can, so he can get the bat on the same line as well, okay? That's what we're going to do, all right? We're going to take a couple of pitches here, and we'll show you how to do it, and then we'll wrap up the final step, okay? So you're going to go out to the mound, halfway, you're going to toss the ball, your kid's going to come up to the plate, all right? Light bat, choke up, stance, chin, shoulder, right? Back. You're going to think top hand, you're going to cock, your dad's going to throw it, and you're going to swing and hit it, okay? Do it again. Cock, throw. All right? And remember, stay at a distance that your child's going to be able to hit the ball and feel comfortable. If you don't get to the mound this week, that's okay. Get to the mound next week. The important part is we leave here having him feel comfortable and confident, okay? And remember, always leave on a line drive. As he starts to get tired, shut it down, because when they get tired, the bat's going to drop. He's not going to be using the right process, okay? So you want to stop there, but leave on a line drive. Leave on a hard ground ball. You don't want to leave on a dribbler, okay? What you want to do is you want him to leave with the feeling of hitting that round ball with a round bat squarely, that feeling that only you know when you've done it. It feels so good, you can't even feel it. That's what you want him to feel, okay? And on the last one, tell him to run it out, man. Run it all the way around the bases. Second, third, slide in here, get dirty, high five him, tell him that was awesome, praise him, give him confidence, okay? That's what we want to do, because we need to teach our children to hit before they quit, okay? And I want you to know also that I've written a book, so I wouldn't just ask you to watch these videos. I encourage you to read the book. There's lots of stories in there, a lot of anecdotes, a lot of statistics, a lot of reasons why we're doing this. It's going to give you a better feel for why we're doing this, because you need to own this. You need to understand this. You need to take this in your pocket and take it with you and teach your kid to hit before he quits. And maybe you can teach other kids to hit as well, all right? So this is your process. So please read the book. And one of the things that's in the book that I think you'll find very interesting, it's going to be filled with illustrations, 18 illustrations. It's not going to be about me, some guy with gray hair telling your kid how to hit, and maybe he doesn't want to even listen to you. But there's going to be a character in there named Riley Dude, okay, who's going to be in all 18 illustrations. And he's going to be doing everything we just talked about here, okay, as we describe it in the book. And Riley Dude's going to do this, Riley Dude's going to do that. And if he's not listening to you and not getting from you, tell him, let's go look at the book. On page 22, Riley Dude does it the way we're supposed to. Take a look at Riley Dude. If you do it like Riley Dude, maybe you'll be successful. He might go and look at that. They're going to be very interesting illustrations. Because he's not going to watch this video and he's not reading the book. But look at the illustrations. It's another tool that you can use to have your kid understand what you're trying to get to. Okay? There's your 8 steps. You got a process. It makes sense. We're getting barreled about on the plane of the ball, creating multiple points of contact, okay, to get your child to hit before they quit. So I wish you luck. I hope you read the book. I'll see you on the ball field.